Goodwood Cup feature race on day one, 2 miles, and they're often racing, and it was French Master who was slow out, and Sweet William will have pleased the owner, having just bobbled out of the stalls and just required a bit of motivation as the young horse Scandinavia moves forward in the early stages. Sunway and Illinois are both moving up as well, and Illinois on the outside in the purple and white colours moves forward with Scandinavia. Trushan in third with Sunway in the noseband. Second half of the field is made up of Military Academy. Sweet William is in 6th place early on, dropping towards the back Dubai Future, and the slow starter French Master is last of all. So it's Illinois who has crossed over to lead as they make their way towards the loop. Scandinavia was just caught on the stable companion's heels there and had to steady Trushan on the outside and Sunway, and Scandinavia is just pulling a little bit, wants to go forward. Meanwhile, up the inside, William Buick's taking the opportunity to try and improve Military Academy's position on the inside of Sweet William. So Illinois it is, who seems to be the designated leader, with Scandinavia held up, sharing third. Trushan sits half a length away, with Sunway and Scandinavia still throwing their head from side to side. In 5th place is Military Academy, then Sweet William, who is just being rustled along slightly after round about those 5 furlongs, then Dubai Future and French Master. So Illinois is unpestered now on the front end and getting a pretty soft time of things. Passive outside the leader is Trushan. In 3rd place is Sunway. Scandinavia is back in 4th. Then behind these, Military Academy from Sweet William, Dubai Future, and then French Master. So continuing their progress over on the far side of the racecourse, and Illinois dictating under Ryan Moore. In 2nd is Trushan, half a length away for Holly Doyle. Sunway in the noseband and Scandinavia make up the front half of the field. Sweet William on the outside of Military Academy dispute 5th, with 2 lengths back to Dubai Future, and French Master improves on that one's outside. And still Illinois dictating matters by half a length. In 2nd is Trushan, racing in 3rd Sunway with Scandinavia right now up against that outside running rail before they'll begin to cut the corner and make the turn into the straight. 3/4 of a mile to travel in the Goodwood Cup. Illinois continues on the front end. In 2nd place is Trushan. And Trushan just ducked out there. Trushan, I think, is being pulled up, unfortunately. I hope all is okay. Trushan shifted to the left, got in the way of Scandinavia, but has been pulled up. In 4th place, Sweet William, then in 5th, Military Academy behind these French Master as they run downhill. So it's Illinois who leads Scandinavia. Back towards the inside is Sunway. Sweet William comes next with Military Academy, French Master as they run down the hill. Illinois out in the lead. Scandinavia in 2nd place, yet to apply any real pressure, but he's travelling up strongly. Sweet William in their slipstream with Sunway, French Master and even Dubai Future trying to get involved. Illinois gradually winding it up with 3 furlongs to travel. Scandinavia is now ridden in 2nd place as the pace begins to lift. Sunway comes next from Sweet William, then behind these French Master towards the outside. Illinois with Scandinavia now trying to knuckle down and launch a challenge. Sunway is towards the inside. Illinois has the lead. Scandinavia for Wayne Lordan is driven, is about half a length down as Illinois continues just to hold him off, but Scandinavia now beginning a challenge on the outside. Illinois by a neck. Scandinavia now begins to draw alongside, and the young horse surges to the lead. Scandinavia for Wayne Lordan beats Illinois a 1-2 for A.P Obrien. Sweet William, then behind these Sunway, French Master, Dubai Future, and last of all was Military Academy. But thoughts are with connections of Trushan, who was pulled up swiftly at the top of the hill. Horse ambulance is quickly in attendance, and that's taken a massive amount off the shine of the success of the young horse Scandinavia, who of course is still a potential for the St Leger. The stable have Lambourne, who they may wish to keep to 1.5 miles, but the 3-year-old, who does get a stone, of course, Wait for Age, has run down Illinois, once again very strong at the finish. And they didn't go that fast, so he certainly would be an interesting contender in the Leger. A reminder, the Leger hasn't closed yet. It doesn't close until early August, so don't get confused that he hasn't had an entry yet. But this time Wayne Lordan beats Ryan Moore. Scandinavia surge close home to win, but our thoughts are certainly with the connections of Trushan.
Well said, Richard. Such a shame. What a hero Trushan has been over the years. Right, Jason, when we pick up the Goodwood Cup in the straight, it's all about Ballydoyle, head-to-head between the two, the 3-year-old against the 4-year-old Illinois.
And, you know, a lot of people always delve into the Wait for Age and the amount, you know, the huge chunk that the 3-year-old was getting, especially up over these sort of distances. And he didn't look momentarily as if he was going to be able to get by Illinois, but he certainly has powered past him late on, and the further they go, the better.
He's done well, hasn't he? Because in the early stages of the race, he was a bit lit up, and he just had to be snatched off the heels of the ones in front of him, maybe as they slowed down the tempo a little bit. But he gave Wayne Lordan a little bit of a fight in the early stages, which normally means they're using a bit too much energy. But he's done well to knuckle down in the closing stages and get the better of his older, stronger stablemate. So definitely a very progressive looking stayer.
And they're just going for a little walk in front of the grandstand here with Scandinavia. And it's amazing considering the weight that 3-year-olds get. I think this is only either the second or the third since 1990. So despite that weight allowance, not many take on the challenge and win this race. But Scandinavia has been all the talk amongst the team, and hopefully a few people took our words on before the race. Well done to Wayne Lordan. Just going to get one big thumbs up photo thanks to our camera team. Right, let's have a word, Wayne. Obviously, like everyone's thoughts with the connections of Trushan, but in the finish your boy has battled, and really bravely.
Yeah, in fairness, this horse, he's improved all year. He's stepping up to 2 miles today against the older horses. You know, it's a tough task, but I thought he stepped forward quite well. I went to challenge Ryan. I felt like he was hanging on to a little bit, even when he got there. So I think there's plenty of improvement to come.
Yeah. Was there a feeling, I mean, Illinois is a good horse, but in the back of your mind as the opposition, even in the same camp, did you just feel if you could get Illinois off the bridle, then you're in the mix?
No, Illinois is a very genuine horse and tries. I thought this fella, look, Illinois is a Group 1 winner. I thought this fella stepping into his company today. He's never ran that company before, so today was going to find out how smart he is, and he's obviously a very smart stayer.
He really is. I mean, the Listen Ledger just seems obvious, but of course, you have a horse in the Arc called Lambourne who could end up there, or the Arc, so we'll have to see what he goes. But is he, on what you felt from him today, is the natural race for him next year, the Ascot Gold Cup? Is he that kind of horse?
Yeah, he feels that kind of horse. I felt today obviously was his best performance, and he's gone up to trips like that he'd be running over. He likes fast ground. He's an easy-going horse. And even though I felt like he mightn't have was getting there without giving me 100%, I thought when I got stuck into him, he went forward and I won nice.
And Wayne, you've won loads of Group 1s in your time and had lots of success for Ballydoyle. But this will mean plenty to you as well to get on the board. It's not easy.
No, it's not easy, whether it was a Group 1 or not. It's a tough game. So look, you just take your opportunities, and grateful to have them, and thankfully you're able to deliver. But it's easier to deliver it when you have a horse like this underneath you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Wayne Lordan this season has delivered a derby for Aidan O'Brien, and he's now delivered a 5th win in the Al Shakab Goodwood Cup. Yates and Kyprios twice, now Scandinavia, who went off at 4-1. Illinois, uneasy, went off the 7-4 favourite. Sweet William finished in 3rd at 4-1. So the 3-year-old does win the Goodwood Cup, comes on from the Bahrain Trophy to win here. I do feel so sad about Trushan though, Jason. I hope he's okay. We'll find out as soon as we can. David Hill, his owner, part of the singular partnership with Alan Marsh, I think are both here. The horse has been a hero over the years, winning 16 from 35 races, one here in 2021, one in France, as one at Ascot. We'll bring you news as soon as we can. But there is Aidan O'Brien on the left there. Winning again, Pat Keating gets a handshake.